welcome back to my second channel. Today I am testing every brand of convertible heel that I could get my hands on. Like shoes that literally transform from a high heel into a flat shoe. Because I've been getting so many ads for all of these different kinds lately, and I wanna see who does it the best. Starting with the most affordable one that I could find. This one's kind of sketchy, I'm not gonna lie. We're saving the luxury version of convertible heel for last. Just the packaging alone, we'll see. Okay, this first pair is from a brand called nomadex. Nomadex. And they sell everything from furniture to fashion. And apparently convertible heels. And I say apparently because I don't think these are available on their website anymore. So their convertible heels start at $40, so that's why they're first. And I went with their pop out red heels. Oh, these look bad already. Oh no. I literally got scammed. They don't pop out. No. How did this happen? And these look used. Do you see how dirty these are? What is going on? Like literally, this is the picture that I was advertised, and it has this little heel that like is supposed to fold in and out. No way. Okay, well this just confirms my theory that I have late in the video. Okay, so here are the criteria that I'm gonna be ranking each brand on. First, difficulty. How hard is it to take on and off the heel of the shoe? And can you do it in a pinch? Because if you're buying convertible shoes, it's probably because you need to hurry and change the heel in the car or in the bathroom or something. These get a 0 out of 5 because you can't. So that makes it pretty difficult. Durability. Does it feel like you could run in them? I don't recommend running in heels, but like, could you if you needed to? I'm gonna give these a 0 on durability because these are some of the worst shoes I've ever seen. Like, straps look like they're gonna come off, so 0 out of 5. Comfort. Will they pinch? Will they dig? Can you wear them all night comfortably? Nothing looks comfortable about these, I'm not gonna lie. Wow. They're so ugly. They're pretty ill-fitting. They're pinching my toes. They're so narrow. They're not like the most uncomfortable thing. I'll give them a 2 out of 5. And then our final category is aesthetic. Are they goofy looking or are they slight? And these are very goofy looking. 1 out of 5. Which gives us a grand score of 1 out of 5 for this brand. That was a rough start, but these next brands are really promising. Next up, we've got Passion Footwear. And this brand actually has some fun lore. So they sponsored a video on my channel a long time ago, like back when I was doing legging reviews. You're a real one if you remember this. This is not sponsored though, and I will say I've tried some of their newer ones since then, and they've definitely made some improvements. Passion is one of those made by women for women brands, which I love. And Haley, the founder, she literally got stabbed in the foot by another lady wearing heels while she was like dancing at an event. So that is what spurred the whole creation of this company. So she started this in 2016, and since then it's been on Shark Tank. A 2.0 version has been introduced, and she got a patent on the specific convertible mechanism that her shoe has. And it's really cool. It's like a twist mechanism. So she didn't necessarily like invent convertible heels, but she did invent this type. So Passion and all of the other brands that we're gonna talk about later have like every style under the sun of shoe. There's sandals, there's pumps, there's boots. So I got a couple different kinds to try. And the first one is called the Capri, and I got it in yellow. They are, oh my gosh, they're so cute. They're so vibrant. They're like a sandal style. Packaging is really nice if we're doing a packaging comparison compared to our gross bag. So these are $160, so more expensive than our $40 shoes, but they do convert. And your $160 comes with this little just like flat heel. Oh, I get it. Okay, so you take off this arch thing. Wait, that's brilliant. And then it gives you, like, when you do have a higher heel, some more arch support, but then it comes out for the flat. Okay, brilliant. Okay, and then the cool thing about all of their heels, not the shoe, but the heels are universal, so you can put any heel on any foot, doesn't matter right or left, which is so nice, because that would be very difficult to keep the right and left heel straight. Nice. So there's our flat version. And then I got a couple of other heels to pop on. Okay, so these are the stiletto ones. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. These ones were $40, and then these block heels were $45. So now these shoes are well over $200. It definitely adds up, depending on how many accessories you get. But okay, let's see how easy it is to switch. So twist the little heel off, put the support back in, twist. You know, it takes some practice, but we're so close.
ranking these a 0. Easy use.
Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, you have to like kind of hold the trigger while you twist it. This is gonna be a tough one to rank because there's a little bit of a learning curve there. I feel like once you're good at it, maybe it doesn't take 15 minutes like it just did me, but interesting. I love these. They're insanely comfortable. Like the material is really soft and like kind of stretchy so it doesn't pinch or dig. Gosh, I like never wear stilettos, so I'm like, ah. I normally do like a more platform heel, but wow. Now that they're on, I really have like 0 complaints about them. These are incredible. I like this height a lot too. Let's see how they look and feel as flats though. Now to see if I can switch them when they're on my foot. Wrist. Okay, not so bad. It's not hard, it just like takes a couple tries. Yeah, because they only like turn one way, so you gotta figure that out. Not bad. There is like a little kind of bump here under the toes that I can kind of feel, but it's not bad. Okay, boots. Okay, like I said, a lot of these brands have different styles, so I wanted to try some boots from them as well. And I've actually already tried these. In this video here, I got like a bunch of different cool products to try, and these were one of them. These are their white knit boots, and these were $200 when I bought them. They're on sale right now for $80, so if you like them, now's a good time to get them. And they're the same thing. I'm not gonna lie, I've just been wearing them without this like middle part because it's literally easier. I don't, maybe that's bad because like I know that that gives you more support, but I just like that these do that and then you're done. The rhinestone ones are my favorite, but I also have these white ones. These shorter white ones. Gosh, it's so much easier without the middle piece. But... Okay, and then here are the boots. I would never wear these as a flat. Like how the toe is sticking up, I don't know, the toe part's just a little weird. So, but as a boot, these are genuinely some of the most comfy boots I own. So I don't know, I would say these are more of like a heel to heel than a heel to flat in my opinion, but they're just a little goofy. Okay, let's score this brand. So difficulty, I'm not gonna lie, these are not the easiest. Like once you get the hang of it, it's better. But there's still like some trial and error about like which way to twist and how hard to push. I'm gonna give them a 3 out of 5 on difficulty. Durability though, even though they're hard to get in, once they are in, I don't think you have any issues with them actually coming undone at all. Very well made, so I think 5 out of 5 on durability. Comfort, I'm not gonna lie, as a flat, they're a little funky. As a heel, they're all really comfy, so I'm gonna give them a 4 out of 5. And then aesthetic, these shoes are about as aesthetic as you can get, and they have so many different options for different straps, different heels, so many styles and colors, so they get a 5 out of 5 on aesthetic, which gives us an overall score for passion footwear of a 4 out of 5. Here is our next brand, Tanya Heath. For the longest time, I was reading this as health, and I was so confused, but this is like the name of a person, the name of the founder. This is based in Europe, obviously, because it says Paris. Tanya's actually Canadian, though, but launched her company in Paris in 2010, and the reason that she did is she was just mad it didn't exist. She was mad there wasn't a convertible heel. So this makes her one of the original trailblazers of this idea. So our last one's twisted, but these ones I guess are like a slide mechanism, so I'm interested to see how they're different. Okay, pricing though. These shoes start at $270 and they can be like $400. And that's before you start like buying heels to mix in. So these ones are the Manon brown tie-dye. So these shoes we ordered and then they didn't have my size and they had to send us a different size. And I think Tanya herself wrote this note, but I can't decipher it. Let me know in the comments if you can read what it says. I ordered it under a fake name, so I'm covering that. But this is a something something. I truly hope we got it right. All the best, Tanya. Okay, anyway, here are the shoes. It looks kind of like the sole of it looks kind of like bubbly. These were $251. And then if you want an extra heel, they range from $39 per heel to like $60 per heel. So pretty expensive. Okay. Oh, slides and locks. That's clean. That is probably like the cleanest looking mechanism. Oh, and they feel solid. Okay, and then to take it apart, this is a button. If you're wondering what that random black circle is, that you just push and slide it out. I don't know, this might win for the easiest because you could do that so easily, like in a car on the go. Okay, it wasn't on camera, but it literally popped off as soon as I stepped down, but also they don't fit. Yeah, it broke when I stepped down on it, but it's also not my size. Anna, I I need you to try these on because maybe it was user error, but weird. Size 40 and a half. That is my size though, so they just must run small. Is that what she was trying to tell me in the note?
Okay, here you go.
Yeah, they fit you. Okay, walk around.
It's kind of tight.
Even on you?
This part is tight.
And you're like a full size and a half smaller than me, so that's crazy.
Size 7.
Oh! See? Why is it doing that?
Did you not push it in all the way?
I feel like your heel is
scared.
like hitting the button.
This one's fine.
That's bad. Oh no. Dang, I was so hopeful for this one.
Oh, that was bad.
Also, I got some boots to try. These were $314. Did they not come with heels? It didn't? How? So if you just buy the boots, you don't get a heel though? Oh, shoes and heels sold separately. Why do they not have a boot set option? I mean, obviously I have heels, so we're in luck, but imagine like you buy them and you didn't read that and then this shows up. Okay, well, pricey boots. They're so cute though, like the little ruffle and then they zip up. I think I like the boots better than the heel, just like aesthetic wise, but cute. Oh, and it's brilliant that like the logo like makes it so clear to see where the button is because it's highlighted gold basically. Oh, that's not good. What? So the heel definitely popped off while I was putting the boot on. Now I'm like nervous though. Ugh, these are so comfy though with the heel on. This is not that comfy. Okay, my rating. These get a 5 out of 5 for difficulty because they're definitely the easiest to put the heel on. However, durability, I'm giving them a 1 because that's so bad that the heel just popped off. Comfort, they get like a 3. I don't know whose feet they were made for, but not mine. Aesthetic, honestly, I'm gonna give this brand overall also like a 3 for that because it's like a more mature style, which gives it an overall score of 3, which is kind of a bummer. I had high hopes for this one, but I liked the boots. The boots were okay. Are you ready for the most expensive convertible shoe brand? Because that wasn't it, believe it or not. Okay, so this one's called Vice Versa, which is a cute name, and they're marketed as the convertible heel that doesn't come with extra pieces or hassle. So I don't know, our last ones were pretty hassle-free, but we'll see if this one's even better. We had a twist one, a slide one. I think this one is a fold one. You know, the one thing that we're missing is, you know, in Wicked, when Glinda has her convertible heels and they like telescope out, I don't think anybody's actually figured out a way to make that in real life. All right, the box is nice. Vice Versa is a USA-based company and they started in 2021 and it was founded by Alana. Also, I love that all of these shoe brands were founded by women. If you give a woman a problem, she will solve it in style. Interested to see what they mean by hassle-free, because honestly, for this price point, they better convert for me hands-free. Wow. Also comes with some nice dust bags, so we're getting like a designer shoe experience. Okay, the bottom's like rubbery, that's interesting. Okay, so these are the Blossom heels and they were $395. But the good news, kind of good news, is I don't think the heels are interchangeable, so you don't have to like buy a bunch of heels for them. The bad news is the heels aren't interchangeable, so like you just get this one. Okay, so here's what it looks like. Kind of a cute high-end shoe design. That's pretty, the little flower, very unique. Okay, let's see how this works. Here's the bottom. It's kind of interesting looking. Okay, so yeah, you're supposed to just like push a button and the heel hides in the shoe. You don't have to like take out the heel and put in your purse or anything. Gotta find the button though. This is what I think. I think those nomadex at the beginning of the video literally just stole photos from these guys and then clearly sent me a scam shoe, but these are the OG folding heel shoes, I think. Okay. Oh, wait. Push on the button. Ugh, that scared me. Oh, it just like peels. Ooh, that looks like a robot in there. Okay, and then this thing under the heel, this big skinny button. So you push it, slides in, put the cover back on. Wow, okay. I do like that, especially if you're like at an event where you aren't holding a bag and can't carry around your heels. That's interesting. So this pops off, then it can pop out and then just slides back over. Huh. Okay, I get it. Man, as far as like ease goes, they're kind of tied with the slide. I would worry that like this would possibly wear out eventually. Like what if that accidentally slides down in the middle of your day? That part doesn't like feel the most secure, but heel does. That is intense, look at that. Apparently each of these is handmade in Spain too, so fancy. Ooh, okay, the shoe itself is nice. Like the materials, very comfy. Okay, the heel feels pretty secure. I'm just nervous service. Yeah, like it won't move if the button's not pushed. So I feel like these ones are really secure. So interesting. Okay, let's see how it feels as a flat. I have high hopes for this one. Push down, push it in. I mean, that's definitely the quickest because you don't have to take the shoe off. You don't have to store the heel anywhere. Oh. They all do this weird, like, your toe sticks up thing. There's, like, no way around that. I feel like it's less obvious in these, though, maybe. And then the cover still does give you a nice, like, slight heel, so not bad. They might be the comfiest as a flat out of all of them. But, once again, they don't only make, like, strappy, pumpy heels. They also have a boot that I want to try. Okay, these are the knit boots, and they were $375. Once again, flat price, though, because you don't have to buy more heel. Okay, so here they are. I'm so interested to know if these ones are comfy as flats because they look kind of weird. All right, so we peel this, pop it out. I mean, it is easy. There's like a little gap that's kind of bugging me, but cute. Definitely a cute boot. 10 out of 10 would wear these. Ooh, these are nice. They're comfy. What are they, $300 more comfy than the Passion boots? Not really. Oh no. Okay, let's convert the heel. I feel like this style of boot's just not meant to be worn flat. Like, they just look like a sock. Oh man, funny. All right, well, okay, let's rate this brand. Difficulty. Took me a second to find the button, but I'll still give them a 5 out of 5 because, like, as far as in the moment, really easy. Durability? It's hard to say long term because I don't know how the mechanism's gonna hold up, but just like walking around worrying about if the heel's gonna collapse or not, I'm not worried. So I would give it a 5 out of 5 for that. Comfort. These are pretty comfortable. I would say pretty similar comfort to Passion, more comfortable than Tanya. 5 out of 5. And then aesthetic, I still just don't think their styles are quite as cute as Passion. And like, I don't know, the rubber cover looks a little goofy on them. Their heel, in my opinion. So I'll give them a 4 out of 5 for that. Which actually ends up giving these the highest score, also a 4 out of 5, but like a 4.8-ish out of 5. But we have to consider the price point too. Like, I just feel like Passion is definitely the best deal for what you're getting. Let me know in the comments which one you think is the winner. It ended up kind of a 3-way tie. Moral of the story though is there's more than one way to solve a problem. Okay, well that was interesting. We'll see you in the next video. Say bye, YouTube.